What is up, everybody? It's frickin' what day is it? It's Tuesday. What's up, dog the dog? I know what you did. What did I do? I don't even know what I did. This is Mario. I don't remember the name. Mario 3D World? Frick. Mario 3D Land? 3D Land. Speaking of which, I have the one Mario game that was on the Wii U, like one of the only successful ones. I should get back to that. Just Know I Know? I don't think you know. Because if you knew, then I would know too. You know? Is this some form of Monster Hunter? If this is, I do not know which one it might be. Freedom Unite? It is not Monster Hunter. I actually don't know what I'm looking at all. This isn't Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, right? Sure ain't. There's a critical piece of information that I'm missing. That I can only hope will be revealed in time. Show me the frickin' center, you... Ooh. This natural selection? Does this evolve? What am I looking at? Or is this like Lost Planet? This might be Lost Planet 3 or something. It is Lost Planet 3. Okay. What's up, Hermit? What the heck is this Pokemon drop stuff? Oh, right. Whatever the heck is going on with Twitch. I don't know, dude. I swear Twitch has the most annoying notifications. You know, these MFers lost the plot years ago. I think some of the stuff is... I think it's really hit or miss, right? Some features are cool. Some features are like, why? This seems redundant. And or playing off of people's FOMO. Like streaks, or the chat badges that show that you've been watching for however long. The streaks thing is getting a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing my notifications flooded with like, hey, this streak broke, this streak was maintained, etc. That go away. I don't care. I kind of care about you telling me that I have like a drop for a game, or that I got gifted a sub to some guy, but I don't care about if I have been watching this one stream. If I'm gonna watch that stream, I'm gonna keep watching. If I'm not, then I'm not. This frickin' Blade? I know it's not Blade, but I'm gonna say Blade. I don't know. Wait, this might be Ryu Hayabusa. Or what's his name? Yeah, Hayabusa. It's not Ryu, but I don't know his actual... I don't know any other names for... I don't know any other Ninja Gaiden characters. Kazumi? I did not mean to hit the whole ass skip button. Genshin. This is John Gaiden. Evil Ninja Overlord. Bruh. Tenant, bribery, landlord, blackmail. Landlord Simulator? This guy's in Genshin Impact? That's not what that meant. Resistance, eavesdropping, surveillance, timed quests. Tenant, bribery, landlord. Shadow something? What the heck is the name of the game? Baldur's Gate, Shadows, Fire Emblem, Sekiro. I don't remember the name of the game. Sonic X Shadow Generation. Speaking of which, guys, the comic, bro, the IDW comic, the 11th issue, it just keeps ramping up, bro. Muted. It's literally just me and Dog here. Yeah, and I want you guys to join me in reading the freaking comic, because it's good. It's a good comic, bro. It's on the 11th issue, and we got, like, larger-than-life problems already, and it doesn't feel poorly paced. And you know we don't care. I want you to care. I just want to talk about things that I like. You know what? How about that? I don't care that you don't care. I just want to talk about something that I enjoy. Damn. It's my freaking stream. I can talk about whatever I want here. I need to remember that. What's up, Zane? Sonic smiley face. True, he gets it. 765 Street. Damn, that's a lot of numbers. No one's stopping you. No one's stopping me. But people are making me feel bad for trying. But you know, where's that one freaking panel of Sonic holding his hand out saying, congratulations, you failed. Most people don't even try. That's how I'm feeling right now. By the way, guys, so check it out. These are the micro switches that I bought for my stick. And, yeah. I found out for certain last night, after I switched back to the previous set of micro switches, that it is this. It is actually just the set of micro switches that I bought that is giving me the issues. It is not the chip. So, I emailed Paradise Arcade Shop, and they said, yeah, it's been a little bit too long for us to do anything about it. And then they asked, have I tried cleaning the thing a little bit? And I'm like, yeah. Dusted the thing out. Bro bought a fidget spinner. That's what I thought it was too. No. I mean, I guess it could be. There are clicky switches. I don't know if you can hear. Anyway. Yeah, it just kind of sucks. Spent like $20 for like an actual Sanwa part. I get it, and then it breaks within 2 months. Really unfortunate. Just use a normal controller, big dog. I can't. I don't feel like relearning all of my games on a freaking pad. What's up, Moose? Yeah, I've had that kind of luck with joysticks recently. Is this the fate of non-hitbox players now? To just get fricked by the hitbox players by being forgotten about, being left by the wayside? I remember when Sonic was blue, he's still, it's like I'm really talking to Amy Rose. Changing laws, moral choices, room searches, dollhouse view. It's like The Sims? The Sims 4 busting on, I mean out. Hidden cameras, written reports, family expenses, forced evictions. Is this Papers, Please? Bruh, multiple endings, state directives. Tenant profiling. Orwellian dystopia. Contraband police. Totalitarian state, illegal possessions, government informant, real-time management, silhouette characters. I don't know what you are. What's up, Big Broso? It's Hello Kitty. Island Adventure? I put Carnival, but I don't really care. Beholder. Me when I'm part of Dungeons and Dragons. I have been watered. I have one Hori stick I can still put into my arcade stick, but it will need to be put in upside down to make room for it. So my controls will be inverted in every game I play until I remap them. So that's just how it can be with electronics. C'est la vie. Yeah. I can't hear or read C'est la vie without thinking about this one song, without thinking about Birthday Cake by Cibo Matto. You guys should listen to that song. It's very good. Cibo Matto is a great artist. Great music. You guys should also listen to Emerald Tuesday, as well as Clouds, Nah Bedge. This is a legitimate suggestion. I actually think that you should... Oh, I wish my hard drive didn't explode at the beginning of this year. I would be playing that right now through frickin' Fubar. Because it's a good song. Well, all of those are good songs. Birthday Cake I can see people getting tired of. Because it was part of the soundtrack for Jet Set Radio Future, and it got grating because it kept repeating in one or two levels. So fine. It's really... Plus, it's kind of weird sounding. So if you don't like it, I get it. It's okay. But, like... The rest? Emerald Tuesday? Clouds? I wish... I have it on my freaking phone. Hang on. I got Fubar on my phone as well. And then I put some of my music there. Frickin' heckin'... Where is it? I was about to open up TikTok. What's wrong with me? There you are. Where are you? Cibo Matto. Hotel Valentine. That's an album. Deja Vu is good. 10th Floor Ghost Girl is good. Emerald Tuesday. MFN. You see, this is all one album, and I've already got 4, and it's a 10-song album. Frick, that's all 4 of them. Posted in the Discord? I did. Look through any of my posts in the music channel, and you will see that I have posted songs by Cibo Matto in there. Nothing is as good as Cannibal Corpse. Who? Does anyone actually listen to the songs other people share on the music channel? I sometimes do. I have a bad habit of seeing that somebody posted something and then like saying to myself in my head, I'll listen to that later. I've got some stuff that I want to do right now, and then never getting back to it. What is this from? Knights of Azure. Oh, I see. Daisuke Achiwa. And you want us to listen to your songs? Alright. So you guys can come in here and post every which Twitter link, YouTube link, freaking dick and balls link in my chat, and then say, hey Steven, react to this in real time on stream. You see, like, right the frick there. And then I say, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a freaking React Andy. You expect me to do all that, but when I tell you, when I say, hey, listen to this music that I have posted in the Discord on your own time at some other place because it's a good song, then no, now I'm the... Why is it bad when I do it? I've been noticing that. The freaking nudicer, bro. Frick me because I did it. Someone else can do it and they're fine. I don't care that they did it. But because Steven's the guy, because Steven's him, if he does it, now we got to get on his case. Hey, Steven, react to this. Freaking react to this, bro. Toxic. Took a moment to follow up to whatever Sonic line of congrats on failing. The heck is this? This Blood Rain? Sure, I'll humor you. Try harder. The harder you try, the funnier it is to everyone else when you fail. Okay, well, whatever, bro. Oh, this kid looked like Cole McGrath. HR. At chat. Anytime Strong tells you to check something out, just say, nah, I'm not a React Andy. I'm tired of being the guy, bro. Why am I the guy? I don't want to be the guy no more. If you want a BJ so bad, I'm not the guy to ask for it. That's not what I said react to. Firmly believe Cannibal Corpse existed just so teenage kids could make their parents upset. They never actually listened to the music. I don't know who Cannibal Corpse are. I did listen to Death Grips, and I don't know if that made my parents upset. I think they were just weirded out. Stopped listening to them recently. I say recently, but like, it's been a couple of years since I've heard the Death Grip song, like, in general, outside of Hobbs' stream. Also, didn't even greet me. Hello, Tenjin. How are you doing? My reaction is that I think it's a little small. It is undisclosed number of people in here, man, but you still can't keep up with chat. SMH hecking H. Shake my head, hecking head. Question marks? What did he mean by this? Bars? First person game? Single player? Before 2019? 007? That was multiplayer? Glover? That was third person? I don't know what song he's talking about, but I usually listen to OSTs posted in the music channel. I even remember I posted an OST sounding similar to one Stronge posted, which I'm sure he didn't listen even though I mentioned it. Steve Nega, though, he listens to all OSTs usually posted. Stronge would never. You know how he's him and I'm me? Nobody else? And you know how I do things? I do my own things, and he does his own things. And while I want to listen to that music, I've got a number of things that I gotta be freaking doing. Frick me and my eyebrows, bro. I know this isn't Brink. I know this isn't Death Spank. I don't know why that one even came into my head. It's the same 3 games. The same 3 games. The StrongmanSteven, he thinks the same 3 games. They were trying to sell Brink for 30 bucks at that anime con. What, like a physical copy? The game that you can get for free on PC? It's still free. Yeah, okay. Bruh. Speaking of free games, I don't know if I should... I want to say something, but I don't know if it's like a freaking secret Bitcoin miner or something. I saw this one game that was free on Steam that was like a Bomberman clone. It was really cool. Or at least cool looking. Say the name. Alright, you know what? If any of you guys get a freaking rootkit or a Bitcoin miner on your computer, it's not my fault. It was called Blaster Bug. So how much coin did you mine? I didn't say that if it's a Bitcoin miner that was put onto my computer, it's not me mining the Bitcoin, it's the program mining the Bitcoin with my computer for their benefit, because it sends it to them. Am I blurry? Me holding back to make a Kami Oshi joke? You about to say frickin'... You gotta say a berry coin joke, aren't you? I'm in the multi-millions. I'm wondering how many... No, but if anything, she would be the one that I have the most channel points on, considering how much I watch her and how much she streams. I think I'm at like bare minimum 2 million berry coin. With no gambling, she never has channel point betting. Or almost never. She used to a little bit with roguelike games like Binding of Isaac. And what was weird to me is that the bets would open when it's near the end of the run. I guess because she kind of throws sometimes. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. I watch a lot of streams, man. You've seen my stream recap. Where I have like... Before, when it was recorded by how many streams you're watching at one time, I had like at least 1.5 times the amount of minutes in a year in watch time. Now I think it just counts if you're watching a stream or something from Twitch in general, and doesn't use it all. So the last summary that we had, I think I was only a couple of hours off of a full year's worth of watch time, or maybe it was a couple of days. Like, I basically use Twitch as I do Spotify. I told you, like, half the time I'm here doing this, either streaming itself, or I'm at the gym, and I'm also listening to whichever frickin' anime JPEG talk about frickin', I don't know, dick and balls. Not all of them, actually. There's only a couple of them that talk about dick and balls, but either way. You get what I mean? Like, while I'm there, I'm listening to a Twitch stream, then I come back here, and then I'm listening to a Twitch stream. Only times when I'm usually not is when I'm out and about and at a convention or something. Or at a wedding. Got another frickin' wedding to go to next month. Frick me, dude. I don't want to pay for a frickin' plane ticket. I don't want to take a plane because I hate planes. I don't want to... Oh, no. No. MF are still scared of planes? Yeah! But I sort of got over the fear. Took a plane to see my brother at the beginning of the year. Took multiple. 2 to get there, 2 to get back. But I know you're not going to commend me on that, because why would we ever give Steven praise? Why would that ever happen? That would be too good. That would make too much sense. This one will crash surely. Stop, please, wait. I'm proud of you, son. Baby rage. Good job, Stronge. Oof. Not correcting that. Minor spelling mistake. Ligma balls. Hermit explodes. Me and my 2 million channel points on Sadam's channel, if only I could transfer it here. Wait, how many channel points do you have on Zen's channel? Considering she's your Kamiyoshi. And she's actually streaming for like 32 hours a day. Close to 1 mil? The heck? Part of me wants to... Hang on. I actually want to check to see how many channel points I have on Barry's channel. Don't make any noise, Twitch. Wait, it doesn't even matter if you do. Doesn't even matter if you do. You're on a completely separate audio voice channel. Okay, never mind. I don't have 2 million. I have exact number 1,442,327. Will you be wearing your finest Sonic t-shirt to the wedding? I frickin' wish. No. He's going with the Sonic suit. If I could get away with it, bro. I still have my old suit that I wore back in high school, and I haven't grown taller at the very least. But since I've gotten larger, since I'm freaking jacked now, I actually don't think I can fit in back into that suit. I think I'm gonna end up looking like Senator Armstrong. He will approach the bride and say, "Wagwan, m'lady," and she won't understand me, even though we freaking grew up in the same neighborhood, and I'm sure I have said that at least once. I'll wear a fedora to the wedding? That ain't happening. I don't wear hats anymore. You were Jamaican back then? No, I probably said it for... I don't know why I would have said it. What is this music? Aries. This sounds like... No, it was not Aries. Off. That was music from Off? Why? Okay, maybe I gotta play Off, because that sounded like something straight out of Machine Girl. Off. Dude, one of my favorite Twitter posts is the guy that just beat that game, and then he posts, "I just beat Off," and then the post right under that is, "I meant the game." What's up, Bats? Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's well. I might play Neon White or Else. That one was actually, I know the soundtrack was made by Machine Girl. I want to. Well, I just beat Off, not the game though. Thank you. Thank you for that information. I'm glad that you told me that. Or else what? But you'd even like the whack-ass dating sim parts? What is that supposed to mean, Dog the Dog? What did you mean by this? What is this link? This better be about the game Off, and not like some cursed stuff that you put in here that I'm not gonna click. Mods, bite the bullet for me. Or else I'll cry. That hasn't stopped you before, has it? Definitely hasn't stopped me. I'm still beating Off. Keep talking. Sounded like frickin' Fillion right now. Hope she's doing okay. Ah! Before 2019, single player game, probably first person. You know what? Let's just eliminate the first or third person thing right now. This is for data. It is a first person game made after 2011, within 5 years. Between 2014 and 2016. So somewhere in my... It's like Quantum Break. Is that a shooter? It is a shooter. It's not a shooter. Why did I... The game isn't a shooter, I mean. But, like, why did I guess this? Okay. Then that means it might be a puzzle game. Portal released when I was in... Portal 1 and 2 both released when I was... If Portal 2 released when I was in high school, that must have been my freshman year. I'm pretty sure it was my middle school year, though, that released. GameStop was still doing pre-orders. That must have been my middle school year or something. I mean, I guess they were still doing that even in my high school years, but I'd stopped caring about doing that by that point. This is music from Xenoblade 2? Damn, I don't remember this at all. It's too bad Xenoblade 2 sucked ass, except for the ending. The OST to think a Flybit you two. I know it's the first game. Okay, I was about to correct you. I'm glad you did it yourself. I don't think I ever pre-ordered a game in my life. Good on you, honestly. A little bit of the issue that's there. Well, not so much with GameStops, but a little bit of the pre-purchasing thing on Steam. That's an issue, is that you just give the company their money before you actually have the product. And if you're too lazy to go through the ropes to get it refunded, or at least before, when you couldn't really refund it, then there was a problem there, because now you've given the money to the company that probably has released an unfinished product, and then they just get away with it, right? They get the thing that they want before you get the thing that you want, and actually know that it's good. Speaking of GameStop, two best friends play, still using GameStop as a bank 6 years later. Is that a recent post? Because I heard about that story. I refuse to believe that is still working. I guess they can't really tell him no, right? Because their policy hasn't changed. But, Jesus, dude. What was I saying? Frickin'... Right. With GameStop, it's a little bit different because you can place the pre-order, and the whole thing about GameStop is you can cancel it at any point. So I'm pretty sure it's GameStop that just gets that money rather than the company the company that they're getting the games from. So until the product releases, I don't think it actually moves anywhere else. But it's still like it's just like a bad practice, right? It also encourages companies to hit you with the FOMO thing of, hey, here's a pre-order exclusive. Like Sonic Racing Cross World still has that pre-order exclusive of Werehog Sonic, and you still can't get it through DLC or any other means. So only the people that were going to buy the game day one and then bought it actually day -3, they're the only ones that have access to Werehog Sonic. I bought the game day one. Maybe that was a mistake, but also maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I enjoy the game. I think I got my money's worth out of it. Both that and Tokon. Or at least I would be getting my money's worth out of Tokon if, I would be getting my money's worth out of Tokon if I was actually able to play the game and not getting bodied by micro switches left and right. Speaking of Tokon, by the way, I think I'm gonna drop Blade. Straight up, this character kind of boring me. Blade has put me to bed. Drops the ninja. Actually, he's a samurai. It's time for Doom. Doom has to stay in position 4, dude. I can't change him. Because if I change Doom, then I don't get big beam assist, you know? I don't get beam cooldown assist. Most I've done was show up to a target an hour before they opened to get the Switch when it came out. There was once a midnight release at GameStop in a mall the same mall that I told you I worked at. There was a midnight release because both Dragon Ball FighterZ and Monster Hunter World were dropping in the same day. So there was just this massive line leading out of the mall from the main entrance of various people that were looking for the newest DBFZ game, the newest DBZ game, and the people that were looking for Monster Hunter. It was actually really cool. We don't do that anymore, right? Which kind of sucks. Like, there's no anticipation like that anymore because digital releases are a thing. That cooldown assist is mid. Put him in a different slot. You're kind of right, but also I want to explore it a little bit more. Yeah, because that's how you get robbed. Do people get robbed at midnight releases? I don't think anybody got robbed when I went to go to that GameStop, but then again, I lived in a debatably rich part of town. This is the part where all of you call me rich for having a freaking dishwasher. Money back. Yeah, there it is. I did not say ninja. Strange complains about Blade putting him to bed, but then he also tries to tell us about Sonic IG comics. You mean IDW? Make it make sense. If I could show you a couple of the panels, bro. A couple of the things like that, dude, like this, the 11th IDGF comics. The 11th issue, spoilers for the Sonic IDW comic. The 11th issue, when Super Neo Mecha Sonic, Super Neo Metal Sonic, comes in, and then he's like about to fight both Sonic and Knuckles, and Sonic's like, hey, you distract, or I'll distract him, you grab the Master Emerald. And then Knuckles is like, hey, that's only if you can get it, or are you sure you can pull that off, or stuff like that. And then he's gonna like kick your ass and whatnot. And then Sonic's response is like, that's if he can catch up to me. And then the second he completes that sentence, basically Super Neo Metal Sonic teleports next to him, and he's like, if, and then he just grabs the both of them by the back of the head and then scrapes them through the floor, hits them together, and then throws them to different pillars. Like, stuff like that. There's two moves that you gotta do that make me think like, damn, this character is metal as hell. And that's dragging somebody across the floor and then just dragging them by the, or grabbing them by the foot and then just slamming them over and over again. Those two moves, coolest thing I've ever seen. Sounds very violent. It is. It's great. It's like an actual comic, unlike the freaking Archie comic. You've heard me go on about this 1,001 times. But the thing that pissed me off the most about the Archie comic is that my favorite villain, Mammoth Mogul, he didn't actually have a fight when he went out. It's just a... Oh, it was just paragraphs upon paragraphs of him saying stupid garbage after he actually gets what he wanted, and then he turns into a freaking magic rock. It was really cool. Thank you. I'm glad that we did that one. I don't know if it was Ken Penders who wrote it, but I'm gonna blame him anyway. It would take too much effort to look through wherever that was, to look through the freaking... Look through the... I think it had to have happened in the Knuckles series. Fridge makes ice, don't it? And I bet you have a built-in microwave. Don't you? Yes and yes. Did you ever find out if it was Tikal or Tikal? I can tell you it's Tikal. The top 10 hottest Sonic characters of all time. Tickle? That is not what I said. Three allegations. No, bro, I'm... Looks up. Have you guys not seen that video? It's like almost as iconic as the Kingdom Hearts parking lot video. Question mark? No, Boone, I know you know what I'm talking about. You're just feigning ignorance so that everybody else, so that I look weird. No, I don't actually, for the first time. Such a hecking furry weeb. Oh my god. I guess I have to look this one up. I don't want this in my freaking search history. I don't care. Put me on the freaking list. I don't care anymore. YouTube! I am not going to play this video on stream. I am going to link it in the chat, and you are going to watch it on your own time. Or, better yet, I'll link it in the Discord. Oh, hey. The one jump rope roguelike game has a freaking a trailer. Scarlet Skips. It has a trailer that's on YouTube now. It was posted yesterday. What am I doing again? Oh, right. Top 10 hottest Sonic female characters. You know, the top search is meme. I don't think I can find... Shoot, dude. Damn, these are some crazy old videos. Is this the video? This is the beginning of the video. Goldtip89. I think that's the guy's name. Why am I looking this up for you people? Here it is. Here it is. I wish I didn't... I really wish I didn't look this one up. Here. And then you wonder why you're single. I don't wonder at all. I know why I'm single. I just don't care. Not enough to do something about it. Either way, this isn't one of the reasons why. We got people out here weirder than me that got their frickin' cherry popped long before. Just having the knowledge of this video's existence. Let me post this in the Discord too. Just having the knowledge of this video's existence is not enough. This is the frickin' thumbnail, by the way. This is not enough to make me... It's not enough to prevent me from meeting women. If all it took was knowledge, then more than half of humanity would be without sex. I'm not a React Andy. When's Hyperdimension Neptunia coming back? When I can build up my patience to count pennies again. Honestly, I have no clue whether you bring up this... Whenever you bring up this parking lot vid, bro thinks he's not already on the list. True. And what? Have you not seen that video either? The video of, like, the two kids in the parking lot fighting with umbrellas? Kingdom Hearts related? And then you're gonna say KH mention, we got him, etc. The same thing you always do? I can't bring myself to finish that video. It's too much for me. I should have the power to time out the streamer. Try to defend you every day, but you make it so damn hard. Your greatest compliment a woman can hear is being described as the size of an average human mother. Is that a quote from the video? Who are you quoting? So we just posted that in the Discord unprovoked. People who do not know about the Flee Discord, the person that joined recently season is like, the heck? Pretend it's clickbait. Thought you didn't watch it either? I didn't watch the frickin' parking lot video, but the top 10 hottest Sonic characters, there was a long period of time where I felt the same way and I could not bring myself to finish it. But I was watching Bats at Video Games stream, and she ended up having it playing in the background while she was doing some Sonic-related event. And so, by proxy, I ended up completing the video. Same thing happened with ending up listening to womb ASMR, which I wish I didn't know existed. Womb ASMR. Three what's in a row. Bro, I like I said, by proxy, I ended up hearing it by proxy. Question mark. Tenjin, get your boss, dude. This MFR is crazy. Gonna link that one too. Nope. It's it sounds weirder than it is. Really, it's just the sound of a heartbeat in like a not even an empty room. I don't know how to describe it. Question marks. Again, I was just watching a stream, and for some reason, the streamer, I guess they had a similar reaction to the one that you guys are having right now, and they decided to pull the video up on stream, and I heard it and thought, okay, has science gone too far? Man, we be trying to get you laid, but you talking about hottest Sonic characters, animals, by the way. You see what I'm saying, Lamau? We love you, though. I'd say who's we, but then I remembered Hermit was trying to get me to talk to the one KH chick yesterday. And then remembered he didn't have her number. Just happened to not have her number. This is why mankind is doomed. My bad. Alright, you know, it's a good thing I stopped defending this creep some time ago. I'm terrified of what will Strange ask his future GF. It's gonna be something. Why are you treating me like I'm listening to this constantly? I'm not. I heard it one time. I heard it one time by proxy. People are heckin' insane, I swear. Yeah. Rue. From now on, whatever anyone says against you, I'm agree. Okay. Alright. I don't keep up with old Japanese friends that much. She was Japanese? Wait, does she live in Japan? What was I supposed to do with that if she does? Where would we go from there? No? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, right, you said that she lived somewhere else. Somewhere in the US. Don't remember where. Trying to just future GF when they're alone on the first night. What the heck is this? Oh. Got some real stuff when my wife was preggo. It was nice to lay on her tummy sometimes until I heard gas bubbles. Alright. From a fart coming up from the baby. I know why. She's Canadian Filipino. Oh, cool. Dude, this ain't even Friday. I don't know. What Beth said is kind of normal. At least if you're a husband waiting for your wife to give birth to your child. My freaking spine. Did I, like, sleep wrong? Something's up with my right shoulder blade. Yo, by the way, when's Gamescom? I'm wondering if I should react to it live. Stretch, you old man. Today? Yeah? What time today, you... Maybe 2 hours or so, I'm not sure. 7? 7 what? 7... I think I saw somewhere on the website before I started stream. It said like 3 hours and 30 minutes. Ugh. So what? Is it starting at like 1 p.m. or something? I've been staring at the screen for a while now. First person game, single player, between 2014 and 15. Not a shooter. So I want to say it's a puzzle game. What puzzle games released that aren't anti-chamber? There's Talos Principle. PC, Linux, Mac. Don't know which one of these would be accurate. There's Talos Principle and Light Matter. It is not Talos Principle. This game was made in 2015. Adventure indie game that is first person? Made in 2015. 1 year before I graduated high school. Adventure? Points Mike, are you a husband with a wife? Question marks. Yeah, she's a loser though, talking about I gotta do homework, I want to be on time for school, I need breakfast, sigh, couldn't be me. I'm telling your wife you said this about both of your daughter. Ad break is starting soon, during which gameplay reduced, etc. However, no gameplay yet. I say this like everybody's already heard me say this 1,000 times. If there's anyone new, they wouldn't already know. I usually reduce gameplay to menuing during the ad breaks. However, there's no gameplay at the moment, so there's no menuing, except for Gaindle. Except for me knocking this one out of the park right now with... Is Light Matter even... It's not in here. There's no way Light Matter is in here. Yeah, I didn't think so. Blueprints was recent. PC game, adventure, System Shock of some sort? No, System Shock 2 was forever ago. System Shock 2, I remember being before high school because I was talking to a friend about it. Friend, quotation marks. Frick. Duke Nukem Forever released when I was in middle school. Doom 2016. What came before Doom? It's not a shooter. Doesn't matter. Indie game. Indie game. First person. I'm gonna say Ziggurat. I don't know why I did that. Ziggurat is a freaking roguelike game. Being a dad is pretty cool, to be honest. Can't lie. So I hear. Very fulfilling. Dude, I was outside before this stream and I was just chilling, going to the shop, and I see kids just running around screaming 6-7. This is not even your language. I bet you have no clue what those words mean or why you're saying this. I felt so old. Gave them a grumpy look and turned away, walking away with a cane. Think this place might be cooked. Honestly, if I were to see that, I think I'd be given the same smile that I am right now. Like, man, I'm old and you kids have done that whimsical thing of putting some joy and some funny whatever into something that is literally nothing, and it's nice in a way, but also what the heck, man. They were speaking literal 6-7, but they're so young. They probably don't even learn foreign languages. I said nothing. I was just disappointed, bruh. Too selfish for that? Oh, for being a dad? That's for real a valid reason, to be honest. I know my limits. Unfortunately, there are people in America who don't. Cooked. Yeah. I feel like I should buy a few more joysticks to have backups, but there's no domestic seller in Canada that sells them. I can only import. And I guess I should import soon because everything is going to cost more. Yeah, I've been hearing about that, and I'm kind of wondering why we're doing that. I love popping burst in neutral. I love Persona 4 Arena. Yay. You know, something really funny? Um, I said that to a different friend group where only some of us play fighting games. But one of my friends, he said, basically when I said that, he's like, man, I don't play fighting games, but I've been around you long enough to know what you're talking about. To know what you mean by that, and I shouldn't. It's actually sad to me when kids are born to people who clearly aren't ready to be parents. I mean, isn't that sad for anybody? Anybody seeing that would, you know, anybody that has a moral compass and, thinks for more than a couple of seconds would see that and then just think like, damn, what the hell, man? That kid is gonna grow up in a rough spot. Like, one of my friends works in a school and he says that he can, some of the stuff that he's seen is like, he can see some instances of kids growing up in households of parents that are not so bad that they need child protective services called on them, but not good enough to actually raise their kid the right way, and then see that they're gonna just grow up with like a stunted childhood. Mm. It'd be like that sometimes. It was some kids playing very loudly outside a few days ago, and my old ass wanted to say, yo, shut the heck up, but I didn't. I'm glad that you didn't. Unfortunately, it's quite easy to create offspring. Isn't it just as easy? Well, yeah, no, isn't it just as easy to prevent it? Can't we just take the preventative measures? No, that would make too much sense, right? Or alternatively, it would be too expensive. At least for the things that are surefire to make sure that you don't create offspring. Is it AI again? The thing that's gonna make stuff for buying parts more expensive? No, it's not that. That's not what Moose is talking about, Tenjin. It's about, or is, if that's what that was about, or if that's something else that I lost the context for, then please set me back on track. Also, welcome back from the ad break, everybody. Thinking most of this country has a moral compass. more... I think everybody has a moral compass, but I don't think everybody quite agrees on what is morally correct. Or what will ultimately result in the best for everybody. Copium? Because I can tell you that there are a lot of people that are on the opposite side of the political spectrum as me, that are still good people, they still care, but they just view everything in a different light. They view everything in like a... What's the word? They view a lot of things in... a little bit more, you should be able to find a way to hold your own kind of light. We are black, Mr. Steven? What does that mean? What are you going for? Who's we? Actually, show of hands, how many people in my chat are black right now? I swear to God, if Boone types something, if Tenjin types something... Me? I mean, that's not a hand. And I already knew that, Bats. After Orange Man was elected twice, you know the country's cooked beyond redemption. I feel like it's important to note there was a gap. He didn't get it back to back. They saw what he did the first time, and then said like, man, that was kind of whack. I don't really want that again. They tried to do something else, and then said, man, that was whack. Alright, I guess we'll go back to where we were before. And then... we found out that it's not where we were before. I raised my hand and a gun? Why did you raise the gun? What's the gun for? You don't have to... we can put the gun down. We can end black on black violence right here, Hermit. We can tie our frickin' bandanas together. I'm spiritually black. Right. Keep in mind, this is the guy who loves to shoot people in their sleep and enjoys Metal Sonic, screwing up Sonic and Knuckles. Cause it was cool! See, okay, seeing Sonic get his ass kicked is not something that you get to see often enough, dude. Knuckles kinda, but Sonic? I assume we're all Jamaican. I do love the occasional beef patty and Roddy? Roddy? I don't actually know that second one. Guess I haven't been around that often enough. You know, I hope Hermit will find the number of that chick that likes KH. As the description says, he listened to Womb ASMR. I think that would be a decent conversation. If she's not willing to have the conversation and let me explain what happened, then maybe I shouldn't have been talking to her in the first place. Plot twist, it was her who made the video. That would be interesting. I don't know how I would feel about that. That means I'd have to create an account. Also, not even sure she still uses it. An account, oh, for Facebook. I feel like creating an account again, or in the first place, just to talk to this person and say, hey, I'd like to set you up with a video game streamer that likes Kingdom Hearts. I feel like that would be in a strange direction. That would be... that wouldn't go the way that everybody thinks that it would go. Or maybe it would go exactly the way people think that it would go. Okay, this isn't a sci-fi game, but it is a drama comedy game. Drama comedy? Frog Detective? Drama comedy indie adventure. Grun? Is that in here? It's not in here. It was only by proxy. I could even name the stream that I was watching it, but I'm not sure that I should. But I guess she did listen to this on stream, so it doesn't really matter. What's up, Avatar Prince? Thank you for the subscription at tier 3 for 53 months. Much appreciated. Have you listened to Womb ASMR anytime recently? Hey, yo. Don't ask people that. Or how about, hey, I like to talk to you about the VIP/mod ship. Man, no, I haven't. Thank you for just answering. I was expecting like a, what the hell are you doing? Unfollowed, blocked, canceled on Twitter, becoming #1 hater. I'm referencing Shondo right now. Wonder how many of you got that. I probably didn't need to shoehorn that last bit in to let you know who I'm referencing, but I felt I should. I don't want to just take credit for something that I didn't actually do. I don't freaking know what the game this is. Minecraft. I give up. I don't know any drama comedy games that aren't like Sam and Max, but I know it's not that. Wait. Grim Fandango? No, Grim Fandango is the point and click adventure. What's the other one? Jazz Punk? Frick. The Beginner's Guide. Wasn't this here before? This was here before on like one of these. You fricked me. Whatever. We got a Final Fantasy game to play. That's the wrong... What am I looking for? That's the one. This is the controller. Okay, guys, tell me, like, 10 minutes before the actual presentation for Gamescom starts. Because when that starts, I think I'm gonna watch that, and, you know, I'll probably wrap up the stream right after that. I've been asked worse. Okay. Who's the hottest Sonic character? I'm wondering if Avatar Prince actually has an answer to that. Whenever you hear the saxophone, that's the one Sega wants you to focus on? Okay, so... that answers that! You're gonna stream that long? I'm pretty sure the... I'm looking this up again. I'm pretty sure the Gamescom conference starts, I'm pretty sure it starts during, or before I end my stream today. Gamescom 2026. 2 hours and 15 minutes from now. Gamescom opening night live 2026. Yeah, 2 hours, 15 minutes. Presentation is 2.5 hours with 30 minutes pre-show. Sure you want to even play Final Fantasy XIII-2? Kinda, yeah. Doesn't mean what I personally think. Do you have an answer? Only ask because Mr. Steven finds them hot? No, I don't, bro. I was referencing the video. The age-old classic. Guys, I gotta get a stinger. Not like a bee stinger, I mean like a stinger for transitioning slides. Something, I gotta find a way to incorporate Jeffrey into the actual stream. And I think that would be the best way. Oh, I almost forgot to mention something. The other day, while I was just browsing Twitter, I found someone mention something about, some document cameras to use for hand cam streams. So now I actually have one. No, well, I haven't bought one, but I have my eye on one, is what I mean. And I mean, if I ever grab one of those, then expect some more K-Shoot Mania streams and or I say K-Shoot Mania, Sound Voltex streams and or I don't know what else would use a hand cam like that, but you know. Bro, talking about the cactus, it's almost like I want to incorporate the mascot into the frickin' man. Whatever. This Final Fantasy music? No, this is Ace Combat music. It sounds like Final Fantasy music. Anyway, you guys want to hear something cool? How long is the Gamescom? Oh wait, no, you said the presentation is 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours with 30-minute pre-show. So the pre-show itself starts at like what? 1 o'clock? My time? I should stop this music. And I should switch to the capture. Final Fantasy XIII-2. I don't look at the Sonic female characters like that. I'm telling you what Sega's tastes are. Exactly, bro. See, Avatar Prince gets it. I try to say this and then everybody calls me a furry anyway. It's messed up. On the same PS3 background since Sonic 4 came out? Yeah. I love it just because it's broken. I think it literally starts when you end. Pretty sure it's before that. I'm pretty sure it's 1 o'clock my time. Fuck Fantasy 13-2. I mean, you're just in denial. Probably because you worded it wrong. No, it's because everybody just loves memeing about me being a furry, foot fetishist, I don't know what the heck else, criminal. No, that's just my skin color.
I won't let you go. It's too late.
$400XX. What were we doing? Oh, right. We were searching for something within the new academia. I mean, you do play Carnage, though. Also, if you like anything animal-related, people are gonna think that you're a furry for no reason. Exactly! It's messed up! It's like calling an animal owner a furry. I mean, animal owners do call their pets their children. He said Tikal was hot, by the way. That is not what I said. That was part of the video. I only remember the top two. I would only remember the top one. No, wait, maybe I remember the top three. Frick. I think third was Vanilla. Second one was Sally. And then number one was Rouge, obviously. What are we doing again? Wait, no, we left at... We were leaving 400AX. Or 4... We were leaving 4XX, but I don't remember why. Frick. What were we doing? Oh, we were finding gravity stones or whatever. Magic rocks in different time periods. Where was Charmy B on the list? My bad, hottest female character in Sonic. We were just going by a hottest female character. There are actual human females to be had at least in Sonic X. I'm not sure. Was Bodum one of the places that I needed to go to? Is there like a... Bestiary fragments, fragment skills, map outfits? Forgot that this was a thing.
Time and memory.
Bro, it's all cartoons. Reality bleeding into fiction, vice versa, yada yada yada. You know the rest. I barely remember that show. I remember the boy looking like Sora. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really think about that hard, but... Yeah. Stuff didn't even click for me. Same. I really
Hey guys,
wish...
you're
Oh,
back.
heck. Yeah.
Not that you've been away that long. A few hours ago, right? That's when we saw you off, but look at you now. You've changed somehow. Like you've gone through a lot in a short time. So Noah was telling the truth about time travel and all that jazz. Don't tell the townsfolk about it, though. Who knows how they'll react. You gotta be tired. Go home, get some rest.
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't we look older? At least a little bit? Maybe not. I guess it hasn't been that long for our bodies aging. Something.
We should just close this area off.
Here we go again. Doesn't matter if what you enjoy real or fake, fiction or not, as long as the joy and enjoyment you earn from it is real. That's all that matters or something. Are you referencing the game that I hate?
Bring on the arrows and ammo.
Which one? The detective one.
But who knows what tomorrow will bring.
No. Harvey Birdman? No, no. Different series. There are only 2 prevalent detective games. And it's not Phoenix Wright, I'll tell you what.
Keep your eyes peeled.
I don't think I'm at the right place. Because straight up, I do not remember where I'm going. I was trying to avoid saying the name so that I didn't spoil it for people. And you just say it.
They were all that easy.
Arkham Knight? I guess that is a detective game.
Let's go home already.
I'm gonna just buy a billion Gishel greens and then never freaking fight. Never fight anything anywhere ever again. Because, man, does this suck. I'm pretty sure there was a magic rock back here. Is this the island from KH? Destiny Island? Nowhere near. This is New Bodom. This is a peninsula, even. I'm pretty sure. I don't even know what New Bodom is. I think it's just, like, on the beach side. Can I guess the game?
Wish I could use magic like
The game has already been guessed.
Make my work a lot easier.
I just haven't said the name out loud. Grunge, how much do you weigh or how tall are you? Oh, that's what you're saying. Can you guess? Never mind. 5'9", maybe 160? No, but you're close. He's 130, I think. Just about. I'm like 129.
Sarah, you look different. Stronger. Like you've been through a lot.
Last time I checked, I was 129, but I'm like teetering between 129 and 130. And I'm 5'11". Why do you ask? Is this for the chick? Is she gonna call me a manlet if I'm below a certain height? .6'1" is his height? I wish I was 6'1". Who's gonna tell him? Tell me what? Clueless. Setting up your black dating profile? Why specifically black?
My air bike's not working so well.
Yeah, I got slapped, but it could have been worse.
Why? Why did you get slapped? What did that guy do? I don't think what I'm looking for is here. We know in Stronger's measurements like he's a model of sorts. Next you're gonna ask me for my 3 sizes.
I should take her out to dinner.
Very gnome-like. 5'11" is not gnome-like, bro. That's like slightly above average in the US.
Can I ask you something? How many names does the cat at the Nora house have?
Okay, now, I'll admit I'm just an outsider. But that cat has one too many names.
I think we should all decide on a suitable name for her. That's what I think, anyway.
Is this, what's his name? The same guy that's voices Caius? Sounds like him, but making a different kind of voice. Oh, frick me! This isn't where I meant to go. Asking us any question, can you tell and will you tell us your 3 sizes? Can I tell you? No, I don't know them myself. Would I tell you if I did? Sure, why not? I don't care.
I love my mark so much.
Make them up. 200, 300, and 100. There you go.
I'll cook you up some fish next time.
I have spoken to you for no good reason. I thought that there was like a magic rock on New Bodom, but I guess not. If I could check these frickin'... Could just return to the Historia Crux. Historian Party Paradigm status. It's not an inventory data log. Primers. It wouldn't be primers. Bestiary fragments. Locations. New Bodom. Art Prism. Gog Magog fragment. Gravitation. Oh, Graviton Core Alpha. I thought there was one here. Graviton Core readings detected. New Bodum. Grand Pulse. 3 AF. No records exist, of course. We're definitely in 3 AF. But where? Where's the core? Wondering why this information is in the fragments segment, but whatever. Where have I not been? I've been everywhere.
The clock? How will my next show?
Practicing Python stuff for school. I ain't looking at all that. Happy for you, though. Or sorry that happened. Skip this stuff for undergrad, but I have to know it for grad school. Oof. 6'8" is average height for men. Sorry, 5'8". Okay, I was about to say, hang on a second. Which country you live in? Liam O'Brien, Akihiko Persona 3, or random NPC in Fallout 3 New Vegas. Okay. So it is the same guy. I'm pretty sure Caius is that same... is still Liam O'Brien, but I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to check that one. Don't feel bad I skipped physics because I was passing all science classes like it was nothing. Skipped it? How does that... What the heck? Oh wait, this is the enemy that's supposed to, like, show me up its skirt when it gets staggered, and then I'm able to kill it. Okay. Is it over there? Don't tell me I just gotta, like, find random places. School usually asks if you want to take more science classes, but or not, but they made me skip it. Interesting. That's the first time hearing of being forced to skip a certain subject. In the screenshot, the core is in this area. However, here, I don't think it's here.
Enjoy! Count on you! Just as expected.
Fragments, locations, New Bodum, Graviton Core Alpha. This should be around where it is. Or wait. Yeah, okay, over there. Oh, frick my chungus everything. Mod, fix, time, or reality, or whatever. Graviton Core Alpha. Oh my god. We gotta find them like this? We have to just go to the place and then use the time shift and then pick the thing up? Why does this quest exist? You obtain 500 what? 500 cyberpunks, come on. That's because they weren't expecting to pass chemistry with a perfect score? I'm wondering what the idea would be behind that. Would the idea be, like, to try to keep you on the same level as all the other students so that you can all still be taught efficiently, or what? That still just doesn't really make sense to me. My thought as a teacher would just be, like, giving you the work anyway to make sure that you can do it. Even if you know that you can do it. I mean, I guess I would want proof. More proof. Frick, what am I doing? Historia Crux, I gotta find the next place to go. Fragments, locations, Brescia Ruins, Graviton Core. Brescia Ruins 5 AF. Fun. Saw a post on Reddit yesterday saying that we need to stop using CP for things other than the bad one, because unfortunately the internet has ruined that abbreviation. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of agree a little bit.
Time and
Kind of impossible to see those two letters and not immediately think the whack thing. You when I play Bioshock and get 500 CP child points. Were they actually called that? I don't think that's what they were called. It's been a minute since I played... It's called Adam. Okay. It's been a minute since I played Bioshock. If you're passing your science classes since freshman year without failing the class, you get the option to take physics, which is an advanced science class, and further advanced science classes. Okay. But they just wouldn't let you take it? That doesn't make sense. That's weird. I assume this is in high school. Where the heck am I going? Oh, right. I need to find the frickin'... It's a needle in a haystack. Hey guys, you guys seen that game that's like an actual needle in a haystack game with 5 million hay pieces? This is something. I think I know where this is. I wish I could just teleport there. Instead, I'm gonna run into 500 encounters that I don't want to frickin' do. And the little girls who harvest are called Eves. That is not what they were called. And you don't harvest them. Or at least I didn't. Literally have two choices, harvest or rescue. Yeah, and that's why I said, or at least I didn't. Bioshock was a good game. It was a great game, in fact. I should play more older games. Games on like the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era. I keep saying it, but I never actually follow through, right? Because those games... or that era of games is very... It's very nostalgic to me, and I want to say it's iconic to... just... right before whatever we have for video games now, but I'm not really sure if that's an accurate statement. I think this is the graveyard, actually. That might be like right in front of the... or not right in front of, but on the way to the gravestone. It could be either the area up these stairs, or it's in front of the gravestone to mark the people that died in the Purge. I'm thinking about this now. Hold on. If Hope and Alyssa live for 400 years because they compress themselves into a gravity time chamber, and then it's likely that Saws is outside of time at God's Wonderland or whatever the hell, is Snow gonna be the only guy that ends up dying? Because Vanille and Fang are just kind of trapped in time as Crystal holding up Cocoon until we pick it back up. So, frick Snow, I guess? Like, what the hell? What? He doesn't deserve this. He does not deserve whatever's going to happen to him, because I know it's not going to be good. Unless the rules are the same as before, where he's branded and then he doesn't turn into a sieve. If he's branded, completes his focus, and then gets crystallized, then he can get released later, as long as we can find out the conditions. Shown to... Bros out here harvesting little girls. Strange if they add Moon Girl and Marble Tokon. Nope. I barely even remember that as a character, honest to God. The only reason I even know about her is because they added Devil Dinosaur to Rivals. Didn't want to take physics and advanced science classes anyway because I was already bummed out because of my chemistry teacher not letting us do real science experiments, while the rest of her period classes get to do the real science experiments. My class, we had only PowerPoint presentations. Oh man, that's... You did just remind me, though, about this one time in my chemistry class. We were doing something with some burners. Like, we actually had the small container that has whichever flammable liquid and the lighter at the end of it, and you're supposed to... Like, you use it to heat up things, right? And it's supposed to have a focused flame. Whichever guy used one of those before me loosened the valve on that container so much so that when I turned it on, the flames just burst out and it was extremely unfocused. So much so that the teacher actually ended up looking at me and saying, yo, you gotta tighten the valve on that now. Is this the only place with trees? I think it is. But I guess it's gotta be like somewhere in this corner? It has to be somewhere over here, right? Alyssa lamenting over the fact that she should have died. Something that I question actually now. Alyssa is dead. Her name shows up on this pillar. She died in the Purge, but she only exists in this time as the now because... This time in the now because time's messed up. So once we fix time and eliminate all of the other timelines that supposedly all lead to ruin, won't she cease to exist? It's kind of messed up, don't you think? 5AF. No records exist. Rock, tree, chocobo. So yeah, this has to be in this area. There's the chocobo, but where's the rock and the tree? Is this the tree? That's the tree. And the rock should be somewhere over here, right? But... Log, I wish you could frickin' see or whatever. Only experiment I had that mattered was turning milk, sugar, and salt rocks in a bag and turning it into ice cream. Every other experiment was irrelevant. True. Based. I don't remember what experiments we did. I remember dissecting a cat. And I remember... But that was biology. What the hell were we doing? I really don't remember what we were doing involving the burners. Most of my science experiments have kind of just left my brain. For one reason or another. There's 2 chocobos. The only other chocobo on this map... No. There is one here, but there's no trees. And there's definitely no trees in this area. So it has to be over here. It's definitely 5 a.m. There's no other time period that's around 5 AF that I know of. Or else this would have changed to XAF. Or at least it should if it's following its own rules. The plants have red flowers on them. Chocobo, plant, this chocobo. It should be like in front of this. Well, not in front of, but... I think this is the rock. But it's not showing me...
The reports say you handled that thief in the ruins.
I need you to stop talking to me, whatever your name is.
At night.
I need to focus.
We learned that all
I want you to...
loyal human beings.
I hate Psycom. They're not Psycom. That's a different guy. Sorry, I'm back. What were you saying again to my answer? I was just talking about how the only chemistry class I had, they had a burner. Like, the cans of... Actually, I don't think it's a flammable liquid. It might just be a flammable gas of some sort that's compressed into that can. And whichever person that I had it before me loosened the valve on that, so much so that when I turned the thing on, I had to very quickly tighten the valve to make sure that the flame would focus more, or else bad things might have happened later. That's the only relevant thing that I can think of to any sort of experiments. Experiments that I might have done with chemistry or the sort. There was a video that one of my teachers, that same teacher actually showed to the class of like, yo, you need to pay attention when doing these experiments because they are dangerous. And it was actually kind of sort of gruesome because like whatever they were doing, it was experimenting with like that water jug that you can see in the background, sort of, the one that I told you I keep changing, but it had to do with filling it with some sort of gas, and there was like some sort of open flame, and whatever they did caused that to explode, and the second that exploded, the video ended. So we don't really get to know whether or not the people that tried whatever they were doing and messed it up got hurt. Oh, he just immediately went away. Alright. So if you're showing me something like this, which it probably isn't, it's not that. There's these birds, there's this tree. If it's past this tree, then what are you trying to show me? Because it's not this close. Where even is this thing? Because I can't see it here. Graviton core readings have been detected somewhere in the area of the Brescia ruins inside Cocoon. Resonance imaging puts the date of at 5 AF. No records exist of cores ever being found here, so we hypothesize that the object must be located in an area inaccessible to contemporary observers. We've designated the target Graviton core Beta. Travel the timeline and bring it back. Where is it? Where's the core, Mansley? Facial greens, which I don't care to use. Does Mog not show it to me? Do your thing. I'm not seeing any floating whoosy whatsits. I wonder what it would be like to live on a structure like Cocoon. This might be too far back. But at the same time... This might... No, this has to be the right place, because there's no other trees. It's none other that I recognize. Is it this perspective? Shouldn't be. Yeah, it's not. Because of the building. I guess the building's different here. Sort of. Feeding stew? Have I seen that move before? Hashtag unban Lucarine. He's not banned.
The reports say you handled that thief in the ruins.
Hashtag ban Lucarine. Why? Where did this come from? So that I can petition him to be unbanned again. making a problem to solve it. Perfect.
That all species were what normal human beings. Normal salvation.
The true US way. We needed some movement. I'm done. You're done? With? Rock, trees. No, that's not it. Maybe I was in the wrong place, but wherever we need to be, it has to be outside somewhere within this area. Steven, you just potentially opened a huge can of worms with that statement. I don't know if you watched the news, but you just invited a ton of political talk. Quick, say something about Kingdom Hearts.
The Academy makes the
Huh?
which the army abides by.
He's mighty fast.
Oh, wait, with the true US way whatever thing? I mean... No. I will simply just say, hey... Nah, this wasn't meant to be a small joke. Do not take this... Do not... turn this into a massive political discussion.
Trying to go.
Where is this thing supposed to be? It shouldn't be in this area. Should it?
Although Atlas has been deactivated, monsters still appear.
No, it's definitely not here. There's actually nowhere else where I think there would be trees. Do I say GG's back if it wasn't GG's? You say BG's in my chat, what's stopping you from everywhere else? Ad break is starting soon, during which I will reduce any and all gameplay to its maximum menuing. No, you say KYS trash. Get auto-modded nerd. Whoops, Twitch hates LTG. Actually, I think I have that blocked myself. I don't really like the use of it all that much. Say GG's while thinking BG's in your head. During which he will be more thoughtful of the viewer experience than every other Twitch streamer I've seen. Hmm?
The Academy is hope for the future. My job is to protect them, whatever it costs.
Who, me? Or someone else? Strome's not beating the racist allegations? Alright. Why am I, like, in a constant state of lost at the moment? You just say games and leave it to interpretation. You're unlocking all the allegations. How am I racist? Don't worry about it.
Is that it?
I've been going through Prey 2017. Despite being spoiled for the game, it is still an immensely enjoyable experience so far. Yeah, it's a great game. Frick, the ad break is still starting and I almost forgot. There was another instance of 5AF, wasn't there? Was it just called 5AF? Bring you back to the Historia Crux. Need to find it, but I remember seeing an article about story spoilers. They had two groups of people who would read a book. Group 1 would read the book normally, Book 2 would read the final chapter first, and then read it normally. People in Book 2 did not report a significant drop in enjoyment of the book from knowing how it ended. To me, that just tells me that the book was just written well. If I already know what's going to happen, I kind of lose most of my interest in reading the rest of it. 10AF, 200AF, 1XAF. No, so it has to be within Brescia Ruins and 5AF. Locations. Brescia Ruins. Graviton Core. 5AF. The date is at 5AF. No records exist of cores ever being found here. Designate the target. Graviton Core Beta. New Bodum. Graviton Core Alpha. The Hero's Trail. Well, this is it. I'm off to find Lightning. Sarah says her sister is alive, and if I don't believe her, who will? And this isn't just about Lightning. Fang and Vanille are waiting for me to find a way to help them out of that pillar, too. Going to leave my engagement pendant Sarah. It's not the right time to get married. Not while we still don't know the truth. Besides, I still need to get Lightning's blessing. Why are you telling me this for Graviton Core Alpha? Alright, hang on. Where's... What's the next one? Charlie? No, I guess it's Gamma. Bro! Orba 200AF. Oh, I guess I already got that Graviton Core? Why? How? What? When? Serendipity, Academia, Graviton Core Delta. Graviton Core Delta has been detected in the city of Academia. Residents imaging places the core around 400 AF. This is close to the current era, but we have been unsuccessful in locating the target object. We hypothesize that it exists in a period of lost history, in a timeline that has disappeared due to the effects of a paradox. We have designated the target Graviton Core Delta. Travel the timeline and bring it back. That's what I'm saying. What, that the book was written well? If people that already know the ending to the book are still enjoying it by the time that they get to the end of it? It means that the most important thing to a story isn't the events and the narrative, it's the characters. It's always been the characters. Disco Elysium's narrative is pretty plain, but its characters are what make the game great. You could know how the game ends, and it wouldn't affect your enjoyment of the game in the slightest IMO. I kind of think that it would. For me, it kind of would. Because I guess it does still stem from, like, the you need to know the characters idea, but I mean, if you end up knowing the ending of the game and knowing who did it, essentially, then a lot of the mystery of going through it the first time, of trying to find who did it, it's gone, right? A lot of the motivation to understand more, to understand who is doing what and why they're in trouble, etc., that it's just kind of not there. What's up, Diamond Uo? Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Welcome, everybody. I am your average, everyday variety streamer, here today with some Final Fantasy XIII-2, and sooner or later, I will be watching Gamescom. So, that'll be fun. What were you playing? How was your stream? Can we get a shout out for Diamond Uo? Mods, please. Thank you. Or in Prey 2017's case, the gameplay and exploration are so engaging, interesting, and fun that knowing the big twist doesn't mean anything. I think it means something. However, the rest of the game actually shows you that it is a video game, right? There are more things to be had with that game than just the story. So you can still enjoy something while knowing how it is going to end. There's a reason that video games are more than just a story. A story is a small part of it. With a book or a movie, it's only what you're seeing, what the story that has been written by the person who made it is trying to tell you. With a game, there's more. There's how you are interacting with it. There's the story that has been set up by the people writing it in the first place. But then there's the buttons that you have to push to interact with that story. There's the difficulty that the game presents, the pushback that the game gives, that you are pushing against and trying to triumph over. One of the reasons why I like Metal Gear Solid 4 so much is because mechanically it takes a lot of just about everything that it needed to from the previous games, and then also adds in... It appeals to every single part of what a video game should be. It incorporates cutscenes, the long, drawn-out cutscenes that are like movies, because a game can present that to you. It uses the sound design, the sounds of everything, except for CQC, kind of, as, like... It uses all of that to the best of its ability. It gives you a feel with the best that it can do with the controller that you have. That being the PS3 controller. It tried to use every function that was in it. There's like a reason why Kojima is such a fantastic video game director. It's because he tries to squeeze out every little bit of what he can with how the player can interact with the game that he is having developed. There's more that a video game can offer than just that story. It's more than just the characters. It's more than just point A, point B, right? Stream was good, was playing Oaken Tower, went up 2 ranks today. I don't know what game that is, but I hope you had fun. And motivation in Disco Elysium was to make Kim proud. Understandable. Okay. That is a chocobo. That is a tree. This is a rock, the side of a building. Grass. I guess the biggest thing that I should take away from that screenshot is grass. It's definitely within 5 AF here in this time period. Because there's no other time period that has 5. There's just 1x. Or 10 AF and then 1x AF. This is question marks. This is 300 AF. Question marks. Question marks. 70th Street. One more than nice. True.
Time and
It's an asynchronous auto battler? What? Oh, the Oaken Tower? Or Oaken Tower? I see. I say Aoken Tower. Asynchronous auto battler.
Once my assignment is over.
My first thought is like Mechabellum, but I don't think that's what you're talking about.
I'm going to pull to soak in that fresh.
I don't think that's the same kind of game. I'm not really sure though. Used to watch, frick, what was his name?
That wasn't even a warm-up.
Don't remember his name. I remember his face, even though he didn't have very many face cam streams, but don't remember his name. Why don't I remember his name? Used to watch one streamer play Mechabellum a couple of times. And then I just kind of heard nothing about that game for a while. And then I recently saw a little bit more of it again when I was watching Zvonka play it. I'm 10 hours into Prey 2017 and I still don't have a shotgun. Either the game is holding out on me or I missed something very obvious. I think you missed something. I don't remember when I got a shotgun, but I'm pretty sure it was before 10 hours. Either that or you might be slow. I don't know.
I lost everything 5 years ago.
Did you do anything about the crosshair moves? Because I don't know if you've noticed, but the crosshair in Prey is lower than the center of the screen. That's the only mod that I did with the game. Or no, I didn't even mod it. There's a config file that I adjusted. Left it as is. I'm used to that from Hunt Showdown. Hunt Showdown's crosshair is lower than the center. Didn't know that. Or wait, maybe I did know that and I adjusted it. I don't remember what I did. Something about you need to make a small adjustment in how you look at things for exploration versus combat.
Could be this paradox effect has been messing with
What, like they want you to have more upward peripheral vision or something? Is that the idea? Nobody asking Strong's the real questions. What's his opinion on Super Smash Bros. Melee? No. Smash Brothers Majora's Mask?
On to the next.
Pretty sure that's skill-based matchmaking. Oh, is that what it's it? That's what that's supposed to stand for? Why would I have a problem with it? Grass, rock, chocobo, tree. I mean, there's a chocobo, but there actually isn't very much grass here. So it can't be here. But there's only one other place with grass. Do I need to find a wild fragment and go to a different time period of 5 AM? That's what it feels like. And I shouldn't actually be in the Brescia Ruins here and now. Because there's still 2 areas that I haven't visited. I guess I'll just walk to them. Have you seen or heard of Backpack Battles, Turnbound, The Bazaar, Battlemon Showdown? I have for Backpack Battles, and I did try to play that game. I played the demo for Backpack Battles, but I didn't play the full game once it released. But I get you now. It's one of those kinds of games. Okay. Or like Super Auto Pets. You remember the big stink COD players made when it was added to their game? Sort of? I remember people complaining, but I don't remember exactly why, and I think I remember reading that and thinking, you people are stupid. There's no problem with it. The meme is that the COD community is up in flames because COD wants to implement it, and the professional COD players don't want it. They're professional. Why wouldn't there be professional COD players? Why? Matchmaking to match against somebody that is of similar skill level to me is something that I would want. I don't want to get into a game and then completely steamroll aside or just get stomped. Neither are very appealing. Why can't you just slay noobs all day? You're mad because of what Diamond Yuo said? Right, yeah. Yeah, Super Auto Pets is another good example. Right. You're upset that they will get matched against people of equal skill, and they'd have to sweat every match. I want my cake, and I want to eat it too. So in reality, they just want to have easy guaranteed wins. Easy guaranteed wins. A 100 kill Warzone game looks cool on YouTube and gets views. A 20 kill game looks lame. I don't think that it just boils down to that, does it? Is it really just like whichever gets clicks? Like that's the whole point of the reason? Because that sounds a little bit stupid. The motivation to me makes more sense when they just want the wins rather than they just want the clicks on the YouTube video. I feel that the level of skill they played a bunch to obtain entitles them to easy matches. Ew. Getting clicks is definitely a reason for some, but most players aren't making videos. Yeah, that. That's the real reason IMO. I mean, that's probably the real reason for most of the people that are making the massive stink about it. But anyone else that would be bandwagoning onto that sort of perspective, I think is just closer to what Moose said. Because not everybody that plays these games are content creators, right? There are a lot. It is a bit of an oversaturated market. But, I mean, I don't know. We still got people that are like maximum rank, I feel, in whatever game that they're playing and probably only get like 2 views. I feel like these people have the feeling of the game is only fun when I win. I think that's a non-insignificant number of people in video games in general, really. Okay, I think what I'm looking for is up here. Is that accessible with a chocobo? I think it might be.
That wasn't even a warm-up.
Do I have too much integrity to resort to cheats? That first one, I don't know about that cheat stuff. I feel like most players don't cheat. I'm pretty sure the majority of players don't cheat and don't want to cheat. Am I able to jump over to here, or like... I am able to jump into here. Guess we're getting off. Reveal to me the thing that I'm missing. Why were you freaking out like there was something important here? Mog, you dumbass. No, this has to be where we need to be. Yeah, I thought so. There you are, you dumb, idiotic, stupid magic rock. Let's get out of this godforsaken year. Surely I don't need to get back on the chocobo. I don't. Good. Get me back in the Historia Crux. Error has occurred. You have been signed out of PSN. We frickin' lost. It's over. I'm about to have you stare at my face in a second. Because I do want to log back into frickin' PSN, actually. Surely there isn't an update for the PlayStation 3. Alright, I'm back. I'm logged back in. Should be. Yeah, I'm logged back in. Which button? Which, this one. Man, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. If you ain't first, you last. Thank you, Ricky Bog. I see. Uh-huh. What was the next one? 400 AF. Lost time period. People who cheat have the same mentality, only fun when winning, so they cheat to ensure they always win. Your brain doesn't invalidate a win gained from cheating, so they see it as a viable avenue. I think that goes for the majority of people who cheat. However, some people just do it for a different reason. Like, there was, a friend of mine was showing me a video of this one guy that was using cheats for CS, right? Where, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it would be things like showing you the angle that a grenade would bounce off of walls and wall hacks, etc. And it wasn't a matter of... Or he was explaining that their mentality wasn't a matter of, like, it being only fun when they win and they need to use cheats to do so. It was closer to, this is a children's toy, and this is me just screwing with a children's toy in a different kind of way. Which is a different kind of whack mentality, if you ask me. Because, I mean, viewing video games as none but children's toys is a little bit unfair. But whatever. Viewing video games as nothing but a children's toy, and then also having that bleed into other people's experiences with the same sort of video game that view it a different way, that's when it's like, hey, you need to stop. I'm really hoping that all of the seed are done. This is still the time period where atoms still exist, isn't it? So, are people still dying? I didn't check the fragment. Locations, Academia 400 AF. Graviton Core Delta. Escalator that goes up. Red. I think I see where it is. I actually have no clue where it would be. I mean, if winning is all people want, they can play versus bots. That doesn't have the same feeling, right? The problem ends up being that bots are just... They're exactly that. They're bots. I think what I need is down this escalator, but I don't know how to get there. Yeah, it's almost certainly down this escalator, but I actually have no clue how to get to the bottom here. The idea is, like, a bot is just a bot. Like, it's worthless. It's a nothing game. And the only instances where it would be worth fighting are something, like a game mode specifically built around something like that, like TF2's Man vs. Machine, right? Yeah, I can see it down there. So how do I switch that escalator, though? I can't just throw Mog down there, can I? Will he pick it up for me? Ocean, that's not what you were supposed to pick up. You'd think so, but these people require them to feed another human for their brain to give them the feel-good chemical. Yeah, it's called sadism. I figure as much. I kinda understand that, but I also view it as pathetic. It's like Mike Tyson would be like, yo, let me beat this beginner boxer to feel good. This was an iCarly bit. Frickin' Mog. Dude bounced.
There you go.
Can't go down this escalator. Can I go anywhere else at all? Unless... Wait, hang on. Maybe... Return to Historia Crux. I can't go down that escalator, but I am wondering if I can... Time periods that are connected like this, you can pull the same items into the same... or to the, into the crossing time stream by just going to the same location and then using Mog. So here goes nothing. Those people aren't good enough at the game to be compared to Mike Tyson. They're more like a middling boxer that only schedules matches they strongly believe they can win, so they can show off their career win streak while not fighting a single other noteworthy active boxer. To be fair, COD bots from Warzone 2020 got pretty difficult if you fought them on veteran. Felt like they were cheating. I mean, they are cheating. The bots can read your inputs. That's why racing and fighting games are so difficult versus bots a lot of the time. But that's a bit of a different conversation. There's like a YouTuber or some celebrity that was mostly fighting people they can win. I can't recall their name though. Thinking Jake Paul. Wait, but he did also fight Mike Tyson, and then I'm pretty sure he did win that fight. But it's also worth noting that Mike Tyson is like, what is he, 60? 70? He's not 70. He's 60, right?
No changes here.
One that was Logan Paul? Oh, what? Wrong brother. All Pauls look the same to me.
It's peaceful.
And I think they fought someone who actually fights and got obliterated, or so I've heard. Jake Paul was smurfing until he reached Diamond, and now no one really fights him. Fake it till you make it. The American motto of 2020 and onward. I don't think it was just 2020.
I have to hurry and finish up that report.
This is too low. Need to go up.
I was looking forward to this day all week.
Cough, cough, racist. Is this racism when it's just someone's name?
I can't wait for the next.
That's why it's and onward. I'm saying it was before 2020.
Damn, I don't have any cash on me.
How old is the saying, fake it till you make it?
Grand Avenue if you want to see him.
Frick me. I don't think Mog can help me here. Where is he anyway? So I gotta find a way to get here through actual 400 AM.
Over there, Mom.
Damn it!
I'm hungry.
What am I doing? No, Logan Paul is in WWE and I hate him, but he's pretty good, can't lie.
Time.
I have no feelings about either of them whatsoever. I do not look at their content. I don't know their character or their person. I did hear something about a Japanese forest though, and that part has me kind of yikes. Other than that, Yeah, he was in Japan, and I was teaching there. Forgot about that stuff? Wait, you were teaching during the time that video was made? Yes, damn. Where do you expect me to go? This is a staircase that I'm forgetting about. Can't go that way, it's locked off. It's not even a real place. Stairs, locked off area. 'Cause frick me. Minor balcony area. Like, Mog isn't gonna pick that up.
Giddy up.
At least I don't think he will. Doesn't work like that, because he bounces off of surfaces.
Cool.
Most of my students didn't know who he was, but when I mentioned it, they were like, meh, average American tourist, honestly. Damn. What, did he do that thing? This is one of those things where I shouldn't be asking for, like, hearsay from my Twitch chat, but I guess I'm gonna do it anyway. Did he do that thing that tends to happen with, like, let's visit another country and let's be a general nuisance for content? 1 gil. Thanks, Mog. Can I jump down this? Wait, am I overthinking this? I'm overthinking this. That's crazy. I did not know that I could just jump down the escalator. Oh my god. I don't know what I was expecting, I guess. Graviton Core Delta. Nice. What do you think? Well, frick me. How many Graviton cores do I need? Gamescom starts in an hour. So around 1:30 is when I should pack this game up and then start watching the Gamescom thing. Academia. What am I doing? No, it's not Academia. Augusta Tower. Augusta Tower again. Have I gotten all of them? Alpha. Beta. Gamma. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta. There's no more. One, two. Three. One, two, three, four. Alright, I guess we'll go back. Not as bad as that black guy that got arrested, but still isn't helping the American image. I don't know which one you're talking about, but I did hear about someone that went to Korea and got arrested, and now they're facing actual consequences and possible jail time because they did some stupid stuff. Wasn't there someone that also, like, defaced a statue? That was the same guy? Oh, frick.
Time and
Also, he's already in jail. Yeah. Same guy still? Dude. Some people are insane, dude. Crazy what people will do for some internet clicks. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. We live in a weird-ass time. Where just about everything, anything and everything can be recorded at a moment's notice. And I do think that it has kind of warped people's minds in a specific kind of way. In an interesting kind of way.
I have to hurry and finish up that report.
What are you freaking out about, Mog? Something over here? No, you're just teleporting, I guess. That's why people were hoping Japan was going to jail him so he'd learn, but he just got deported. I feel like getting deported should be enough to tell you, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, right? If an entire country says, hey, I don't want you here anymore, then you should be adjusting. You should be like, frick, man, I messed up. That country doesn't want me there anymore. And I can't go back. Ever. This is not the direction I want to go. I said can't go back ever. I don't actually know if that's the case. If you get deported, are you just unable to come back? I know that Japan recently did something where they increased the price, for what is it? They increased the price of something for visiting their country, and it was like a minuscule amount before. It was like $12 or something. Or maybe it's $12 now. Either way, it went up. I remember hearing that it went up and it, like, it was crazy to hear about because it was the first time that it went up on, was it 12 years? I think it was maybe in 12 years. Ah, I see why you got auto-modded for that one. I don't know what I said. You got auto-modded for, the country that you spoke about because I guess I don't want that topic in here. Not I guess. I don't want that topic in here. Because obvious reasons. Where's the receptionist that I need to speak to? Unless it's this one. Are you the one that gave me the info about which rocks to get?
What does it feel like when you travel through time? Here's the data we've compiled on graviton cores.
Courses. Graviton cores. Graviton core readings have been detected in Yaksha's mountains in on Grand Pulse. Resonance imaging puts the data at 100 AF. To recover the object, you will need to find a time gate that connects to this time period. According to our calculations, such a gate exists, but only in an alternate academia that was lost to a paradox effect. We have designated the target Graviton core Epsilon. Okay. And then just find the... No. Graviton core readings have been detected in the village of Orba on Grand Pulse. Resonance imaging puts the date at 400 AF. This is close to the current era, but a major paradox effect has enclosed the entire area, and academia researchers cannot get close enough to conduct a search. Possibly a gate elsewhere in the timeline will enable you to enter the area and locate the object. Graviton core Zeta. Graviton core readings have been detected in the Sunleth waterscape in the interior of Cocoon. Resonance imaging puts the date at 400 AF. Post the current era, but Academy researchers have been unable to locate the target object. I believe the tangling of the timelines is blocking access. The object can only be reached through a sequence of time gates. We have designated the target at... So 100 AF and then 2 instances of 400 AF. You can come back, but it's a set time period legally, most cases. Oh, for deportation? Okay, I see. Deportation. 100 AF. Do I have access to any 100 AF time gates? I don't think so. Yeah, there's nothing that leads to 100 AF. So I need to find the time gate here in 400 AF. That leads backwards. That leads to 100 AF. Almod hit GZ during my stream? Back here. I can go down this. I just have to keep jumping. This is still a little bit stupid. Frick the Foul Sea for designing a backwards-ass city. It was for grats, like congrats, but it said it was a sexual reference of some kind. Weird. Where's the other gate? Don't tell me it's on the other side of town or something. Oh my god. No, wait. No, hold on. It's right here. Yeah, it's right there. Show it. Frick me, I gotta get down there. I'm glad that at the very least the music in FF13-2 is on par with the same stuff that they played in FF13. I'm hoping 13-3 has music that's just as good, which, if I'm not mistaken, some of it is played on Rainwave, and I did enjoy it. Gamescom is in 18 minutes. Right. Well, no, hold on. Oh, 30-minute pre-show. Right. I guess I'll just hit that gate. I'll just hit the gate, go through whatever scene is there, and then we'll start up the Gamescom watch along. Does this lead to where I want to go? Hope it does. If it just used the showing me that I can jump down the escalator to get the fragment thing as a way of showing me that I actually can access this gate. No, I was here before, I think. I don't know. I thought I was going to compliment its level design, but I'm pretty sure that I've already seen this kind of level design. Or I've already been in this area, so it's not a level design thing, it's just a you can use it to get back here kind of thing. What's up, Psionic? Boy, Steven, my boy, yeah. I feel like... Okay. I think I'm starting to grasp a little bit more of my perspective on FF13-2. In FF13, it still had the auto thing, right? It still had the active time gauge, and it still had the auto feature, and all that good stuff. But ultimately, you did still have to pay a little bit of attention to what you're setting your commands to make sure that you can kill the enemies that you're fighting. I guess there's just generally less of that in 13-2, because more often than not, oh, frick me, I need a wild artifact. Seek out wild artifacts from a different time period. That's nice. In this one, you advance so fast in the early that you kind of just don't need to figure out what you need to use against enemies, or at least it doesn't feel like that to me. After a certain point, I just manually selected my skills. Exactly, right? You kind of had to do that. the game definitely enforced doing that, so that you understood what you were fighting, how you were fighting, why, etc. You knew what buttons that you were pressing and when. This game isn't forcing me to do that. Auto skills doesn't give the best skills all the time. It doesn't. But I haven't needed to do anything else in this one. Specifically 13-2. 13, you did. 13, I ran the risk of dying a lot more. This one... meh. Does New Bodum have... Find the silver petal. Oh, this is for something in a different era. Platinum ring. Read the recording device. Load of fragments. Orba. Do I just, like, go to any time period that doesn't have all of its fragments taken yet? I'm wondering if there's any in Academia. I guess I could go back to Academia and then just like I could go back to Academia and 4XX and then hit up what's it called? Frick me. Hit up one of the quiz games. Manually selected 2 sometimes because they would alternate from physical to magic and it's just too slow. Rather just focus on only physical or magic. Yeah, you should be focusing on whatever the enemy's weak to and whatever's best for the characters that you got. But
I hope I meet a nice guy today.
I mean, the game just kind of does whatever it does. Let's do this again.
Welcome to Brain Blast, an Academy-sponsored quiz game. We are currently... Here is your first question.
In the hologram, show Tonberry's Revenge. What is the first line of the ending song? Coming for you, I'm getting my revenge. Army's no match for Nora. Use the gate to travel through time. Sugar and rainbows. Thank you, an anonymous gifter, for gifting a sub to Psionic. Much appreciated. I'm gonna assume that this is Tonberry's Revenge. I'm coming for you, I'm getting my revenge. This one's for you, and I was correct.
Correct. Question 2.
What did Sarah get Lightning for her birthday? A ribbon, a knife, a pretty glass marble, Genji gloves? Genji glove? What are Genji gloves? And it's a knife.
Congratulations. Question 3.
In the cop drama Cactar Files, what is the first line of the opening song? Mesh the ones who steal Gil. Find the knife, its evidence. A 5-finger discount will result in 1,000 needles. Chocobo guards wearing gas masks. The best sounding line here is 5-finger discount. Genji gloves are an accessory, really good. I see. Alright, good.
Also correct. Question 4.
What coat pattern does Sarah's cat Snow have? I don't freaking know, dude. I barely even know cat brands. Ugh, dude. Is it a bicolor? It's always the 4th question.
This concludes our quiz.
It's always the 4th question.
We look forward to...
I'm gonna try this one more time, and then I'm gonna set up for watching the frickin', the heckin', the, Gamescom.
We are currently accepting entries. Here is your first...
Thank you, an anonymous gifter, for gifting a sub to Bats. Much appreciated. It definitely keeps folks from stealing if they caught 1,000 needle punishment. 1,000 needles ain't that bad. That move does no damage. Which of the following has not been observed in sunlit? Massive amounts of vines, gold ore, large variety of vegetation, land Baneros. I actually don't know. Other ones... Okay, yeah, the other ones were plant-like creatures.
Correct. Question 2.
KH4 delay announcement. Okay. What does Noel do best? Dress well, cook, fix machinery, hunt. Wasn't Noel the machinery guy, or was he the chef? Wait, Noel was the chef. Frick! He was the machinery guy. Whatever, dude. You were Noel? Oh, what? I was thinking about Nora. I thought it was the blue-haired guy. Oops! Dude. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, bro. What does Noel do best? Easy question. Looks pretty. True. As all anime men do. As all anime characters do. Sorry, not just men. I wonder. Frick. Music. And next is Gamescom. Is Gamescom not... Is the channel not live yet? I don't think the channel is live yet. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the 30-minute pre-show is in 30 minutes. I think I got pranked to stop the game early. And that's why it's starting on a half hour rather than an hour, and the actual Gamescom itself starts at 2 p.m. my time. It's just a 30-minute pre-show, and that's why it displays it the way that it did on the website. Tokon first to 1 because that's all the time we would have. I'm not really sure what to do for the next 30 minutes. I mean, I guess I could just converse with chat. My Wolverine kinda nasty? Why did you say it like this? I'm also not sure what to do about the ads. I feel like I should disable pre-roll, not pre-rolls, disable the, whatchamacallit. I feel like I should disable scheduled ad breaks during Gamescom itself. He just presses overheads and lows. That's all fighting game. When is the BBCF update happening? Good question. Wait, does Gamescom have a category? I guess not. Because the Game Awards does. Just make sure to hit it right before the show starts. If you force it, you'll have a full hour, right? Force what? The Nooch or something? He's the ultimate gorilla, just run at them with Wolverine? Yo, does Wolverine's X marks the spot, does that frickin' nullify projectiles while it's starting up the same way that nullify shield does for Doom? Ads? Oh, I see. Force the ads before, or hit the ads before the actual show starts. But even then, I'm pretty sure the show is going to be more than an hour long. I don't know. I know that Wolverine's X projectile has... I know that it has the highest priority for projectiles in the game, if I'm not mistaken. And it's gone through a lot of the other stuff that I've tried to throw at him, but I don't remember if it was canceled out while he was starting it up, or if it was canceling only while the projectile was active. So what are we expecting from this? Like trailers or something? I mean, we're expecting games at the com. Show is 2.5 hours, right? 2.5 hours, 30-minute pre-show. The actual show starts at about, frickin' 2 p.m. There's a 30-minute pre-show happening in about 30 minutes. I should not have stopped Final Fantasy 13. Speaking of which, I gotta split the VOD.